So in part 2 of this video, we're actually going to start to record our data. So this is all fictitious data. It's very hypothetical. We're just make-believe. So let's say on the first day we talk in person, I don't know, 22 times. If I hit tab, it'll take me over to the next cell. Notice I'm now in cell C2. Let's say I talk on the phone 31 times. Text I do 37. Instagram I don't do too many. I do 10. Snapchat I might do a lot. I might do 39. And Facebook just 12. So I'm going to arbitrarily just put in some other numbers here just so I can demonstrate the fact that we're going to be able to calculate percentages based off this. So just bear with me just a moment while I just record some fictitious numbers here. And what we're going to do when we finish this is we're actually going to total up what we have for each type of communication. That's a little high from Facebook. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the total of how many times in these 3 days we talked in person, how many times we talked by phone and used text and Instagram, etc. So we want the sum of these three numbers. So what we can do is I can click in cell B5 because that's where I want the sum to be. And this button here will allow me to include a function, which is basically a mathematical formula. It's applying a mathematical formula that, and the sheet will calculate this for me because it's somewhat smart software. So if I click this and then click sum, you'll notice that in this cell, cell B5, is a little formula. It's trying to calculate the summation of so many values. So I want the sum between cell B2 and B4. I want the sum of those three cells. So I can actually put my insertion point right in between the left and right parenthesis. And if I click and hold down and highlight cells B2 through B4, you'll see that Google Sheet is now assuming I want the sum of cell B2 colon B4. It means the sum of B2 through B4. I can just hit enter and it calculates that total for me. Because 22 and 23 plus 21 is indeed 66. So I also want the sum for the total number of times I used phone and text and Instagram and Snapchat, Facebook. So I could do the exact same process for phone. I could go to cell B5, go over here, use the sum, etc. But I don't have to do that all over again. As I showed you before with date, Google Sheet will recognize a pattern. So I can click on cell B5, I can hover right over top the bottom right corner, and I can get that plus, that crosshair. I'm going to click, hold down, and I can drag out to the right, and it will show me the totals for each of those respective columns. So for example, I can see that Facebook 12 plus 19 plus 19 is 50. So 19 and 19 is 48 plus 12, that's going to be 38 plus 12 is 50. So it has now calculated those totals for me. So now in part 3 of this exercise, I'm going to show you how we can put some personalization on this and we can make a chart.